Saturday night, I went to, I saw Iron Maiden at the new soccer stadium that they tore down the LA Sports Coliseum, and I don't know. I guess I don't watch the news. I had no idea that they were tearing that down. Iconic venue. It's where the Lakers first played. You know, Wilt Chamberlain. The stadium was beautiful. Although nobody knew where to go. I went and I saw Iron Maiden on the Legacy of the Beast tour, where they were coming out 40 years of the band, and they were playing all the hits, and they did. And I don't think the band has ever sounded better. They absolutely fucking blew me away. Bruce Dickinson's voice was incredible. Nico McBrain, you should see the guy's drum kit. I actually am going to post a video of it because, you know, it has all that. Like his drum kits are works of art. I don't know who paints those things, who comes up with the concept, but his drum kit, it's red, but it looks like it's made out of stained glass when it's underneath the lights, including the drum head. The front bass drum head is also a stained glass kind of thing. And I went on YouTube and I was watching, because I was like, I got to see this video up close, because they kind of had him behind like this fence for a little bit before the fence came down or whatever, and all this shit, you know, all the theatrics. And each one of his toms, this guy did like a different like motif of all the different Eddies throughout the years, all the different album covers. And despite all the albums that they have, he seems to have just as many drum toms going around his kit. And yeah, I cannot say enough how fucking great the band sounded. And Jesus Christ, Dave Murray, my God, is that guy a beast. I always knew him and Adrian Smith were fucking amazing, but just that fucking, he sounded like the Record. You know, he just starts playing. He never even looks at the guitar. He just kind of puts his head back. And I went with Dean Del Rey, which made it even better. And right out of the gate, Bruce Dickinson made a joke about how old they all were while trashing America in a funny way. Where he's like, well, you know, the other day we did a whole, I can't do the accent. We added up all our ages and we're actually older than this country. And don't you forget it, we are your fucking grandfathers. Your granddaddies or something like that. It was a really funny joke. Whole crowd fucking laughed. Killed with the joke. And then proceeded to absolutely destroy. And I don't know. It just really took me back because, believe it or not, as much as I talk about John Bonham, Nico McBrain was the reason why I started playing drums, because I watched that Live After Death VHS tape a million times when they were down in Long Beach. And I was, blown away by the band. But at one point, they actually had a shot that you never saw back in the day. They never had. It was basically shooting behind the drummer, and you could see all four limbs doing something different, yet all working together. And I just remembered that guitar just seemed like impossible to me. I didn't have the ear, but drums, it looked more like physical, and I was playing sports. I was just like, that's the coolest fucking thing I think I've ever seen. And that's what really, and that thing came out in like 86. And by 88, I had a kit and I was playing. And then on the other side, this is how much this band means to me, is Bruce Dickinson is like such an unbelievable pilot that he actually flies the goddamn 747 or whatever they have. He flies the damn band and the whole crew around. He's got, it's him and the co-pilot. And I don't know. I kind of got a kick out of that last night going, look at Bruce Dickinson. The guy's a total fucking rock star. He's got to keep this, the plate spinning here to keep people coming to the show, just dripping sweat and all that shit. But he still had time to go out and get his instrument rating. I can do this. I don't have nearly the tour schedule of this guy, and he somehow figured out how to do it. So I've been tearing through the chapters in the prep test, and then I bought this awesome book that just really goes into detail, and I cannot fucking believe how much into weather and how the instrument works and everything. I just, I kind of took the pressure off, where it's like, if I don't take the written test or the multiple choice test by the end of the year, there's a whole new test next year. And you know something? So I was under the gun and I'm trying to go through the books. I was just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. So what? Then I might have to fucking reread some other shit and I'll know it twice as good next year. I don't care. I just want to, instead of having the pressure of I got to take this test, which I still think I'm going to by the end of the year. I want to stay locked into the fun of learning all of this stuff and how fascinating it is and how human beings figured out how to fucking do this. Anyway, we go to the concert. It's at the new, whatever, the fucking Banc of whatever Coliseum. And we ended up, had a buddy, I got the drummer from Instagram who hooked us up, and me and Dean up, and we got to, go into like the VIP area. But then what was awesome was we didn't have like douchey VIP seats. We were like, stood the whole concert. We were down on the floor. There was like a fucking mosh pit. Broke out only a couple of times, but just the whole thing. So then you were down there on the field and you got to look up and see how many people this band still draws. By the way, their fucking merch lines, I thought it was the line to get into the concert, and it was just people standing there to buy their t-shirts. And somebody told me that Iron Maiden set the record for the most merch ever sold at a concert. I think it was in Australia. They sold $750,000 in fucking t-shirts. Unreal. Unfucking real. So, Steve Harris is always, I remember he used to win like best rock bassist every single year. Him and Cliff Burton were the two fucking coolest guys, I thought, as far as in the 80s, the guys coming up. They played with the fingers. They didn't have the pick or whatever, which I know, the pick gives you a different sound and has merits, but I always just thought the guys would play with the fingers just always looked the fucking coolest. And I heard through the grapevine that he was actually feeling under the weather, and you never would have known, total fucking pro, just went up there and absolutely killed it. And I cannot say enough about the show. Absolutely blew me away. And I would go see it again in a second. I went up to their merch table at the end and everything was like sold out. I wasn't trying to get something for me. I was trying to get something for my daughter. I wanted to get her like a cool little shirt or whatever. But what's cool is they make like one-off shirts just for that venue. Like, I'm sure the Vegas one was cool. Probably had something to do with gambling. But this one actually had Eddie T, like, diving to save a ball in a goalie net. It was actually really cool. By the time I got up there, they were out of my size. So what the fuck are you going to do? But then the people watching there was hilarious. It was fucking everybody. It was like people older than me, if you can believe it. A lot of people my age. And you just get to talk to people. When did you first see him and all that stuff? I missed him in the 80s, unfortunately. I just did so bad in school. My parents were watching me like a hawk. So I got to see Priest, but I never got to see Maiden. And first time I saw him was 2006, and I was so psyched. Oh, another thing, too, was I watched that Live After Death thing for so fucking long that it became a catchphrase between me and all my siblings of Bruce Dickinson going, "Scream for me, Long Beach! Scream for me, Long Beach!" We would just do, anytime we would bring up, hey, Iron Maiden has a new album coming out, and then someone would invariably yell, "Scream for me, Long Beach." And when we saw him Saturday night, Bruce Dickinson was going, "Scream for me, Los Angeles! Scream for me, Los Angeles!" The iconic thing that he said. And me and Dean just looked at each other like, oh my God, he's saying the thing that we watched. That total fanboy thing. It was fucking awesome. You know what else was great? Not drinking. And being stone fucking sober, remembering the whole goddamn concert. And Jesus Christ, there was some fucking people getting after it. God bless them. I did it for years. This guy walked by me, and I couldn't get out of the way because you know where a drunk person walks. It's like watching a bat fly. You don't know what the fuck they're doing. And he ended up fucking bumping into me. And I swear to God, I felt I was playing pickup hoop. You know when everybody else is playing and then you sub in and you haven't been playing and you're like bone dry? And that guy posts up against you and you're like, ugh, all his fucking slime. Yeah, that was the only down part of the fucking show. Other than that, it was awesome. All right, there you go. Enough of that. So, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at how bad I fucked up that joke. Let's get back to the fucking MeUndies here. Different prints, colors, styles. MeUndies are made with soft, sustainable fabric. New, fun prints drop every Tuesday. And members get access to exclusive prints every month. Guys, listen up. They have a new and improved brief designed to be more supportive. No more spill out. Why don't you guys get together with Iron Maiden and make some fucking comfortable Eddie T underwear? I'd buy that. MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For every first-time purchaser, you get 15% off and free shipping. This is a no-brainer, especially because they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. To get your 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Burr. That's MeUndies.com/Burr. Jesus Christ, let me get a drink of water here. IFR is when you're in the clouds and shit, or you're above the clouds, where you need to land in a city and it's completely covered in clouds. Like, where the fuck is the airport? Where are the buildings? Where's the shit that I'm going to run into? And you have to have the fucking balls to trust your instruments. And that's how you navigate through. It's fucking next level shit. All right. But if Bruce Dickinson can do it and fucking tour the world as a rock star, goddamn it, I can find the time to learn how to do this.